My name is Shane Davies. I'm studying in the Media Arts and Performance area. For the past year or so, my work's been concerning the idea of my masculinity and where the influences have come from in my life. Recently I've been working more about my heritage as being a working class Welshman. That I believe that the area I grew up in and the history of that area has influenced the type of man I've grown up to be. So the idea of stereotypes has been really strong as well, and the idea of using coal, which is a stereotypically Welsh valleys materials that used to be mined in the Welsh valleys. That's where the idea of making a fire, where I've worked in collaboration and used coal to start fires, and then that's led me on to blacksmithing, which is my current work, where I'm using steel, which is property that is very strongly related to my hometown, Merthyr Tydfil, where Merthyr Tydfil used to be one of the largest steel producing towns in the world. I'm combining the coal and the steel, which is perfect for the blacksmithing, and I'm making a traditional Welsh object, which is my love spoons. Before the degree, I've been using the sculpture department's blacksmithing equipment. This is their anvil from in the area, and they've got a gas forge there, but for what I needed to do to make my love spoons is I needed a coal forge because it gets hotter. So I've had to make my own forge out of scrap materials and bought items. It doesn't take very well to extreme heats, so I've had to line the middle of it to create a half of fire cement, which is resistant up to about 1250 degrees. Then in the middle I've got some air holes, so that produces powerful air supply to get the coals going extremely hot. For air supply, this pipe leads to my vacuum cleaner, which I've funneled off the back end of the fan, so it pumps air up to the fire. And this is my little device that stops too much air leaking at the bottom and catches all the ash that falls down through the air holes. This gets extremely hot, and I've melted steel in it. It gets to about 1300 degrees Celsius. I found it quite difficult when I started off because it heats up the metal a lot faster than a gas forge. But I've needed to have the anvil and certain equipment that I've borrowed from the sculpture department outside because of health and safety regulations. I can't have the coal forge inside because I'm at the smoke it produces. In terms of the love spoons, it's taken a few attempts to get the technique down, the right process that I need, because the process is very important. But it all starts off with a straight bar and then bent, and twisted until it looks like this. Then this end is flattened into a spoon shape. And this loop is broken in half and curled into a heart, and then that's the finished love spoon. At the moment I'm working 9 to 5, producing as many of these as I can with those hours, taking regular breaks so to prevent heat exhaustion. But at the open degree show day I will be making some and giving them away or selling them or whichever. And I'm kind of using the love spoons as a token of a thank you to Merthyr Tydfil for its influence on my masculinity as me as a man. So I'm kind of making these love spoons as a thank you.